Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
What is going on, guys? How's it going? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Another day, another video. And since today is a Friday, I decided to play with a Rouge deck today. So yeah, this is gonna be a deck list that I'm gonna use in this video. I hope you're gonna like it. I hope you're also gonna enjoy watching it. Before I even start to introducing this deck, make sure to check my Twitch account. Link is provided in my video description. I would really appreciate if you can simply go to that Twitch account and click follow. It will mean me a lot. So it's like 20 seconds work to do. So this is the Dusknoir Malamar Mimikyu Latios deck or Psychic Bugs deck for the standard format. The good thing about Dusknoir is the fact that you can hit hard with the Mind Jack. Technically, with the Mind Jack, we can go for 210. Being able to hit for 210 means that we can simply one-hit knock out many popular current deck in the standard format. Dark Invitation ability on the other side is also very powerful because we can look at our opponent's hand if he have enough bench space, you know. And then we can put one basic Pokemon if we can find it on our opponent bench and put 3 damage counters on that basic Pokemon. Imagine imagine this card in expanded format versus Executes. It's just mind blowing, you know. Since this Pokemon requires 2 energy cost, or in translation 1 double Colress and 1 Psychic, or 1 Psychic and any 2 Colress energy cards, I decided to include 2 copies of Malamar in this deck because Psychic Recharge can help us a little bit, you know, to have that energy attachment and DCE attachment. And then we can simply Mind Jack. On the other hand, Latios with the Breakthrough is a very good card for this build, you know. With the Choice Band we can go for 60 and 30 on the bench. And we can go for weakness as well. So many popular decks in the current format are going to be Buzzballs, of course, so we can hit them for weakness hard, and also Malamar with Necrozmas. Imagine hitting Malamar for 60 and spreading 30 on another Malamar, and imagine playing something like a Counter Catcher and taking double knockout against Malamar against your opponent with that Latios Breakthrough, which means that you can leave your opponent without Malamar really easy. Also, secret weapon in this deck is also going to be Mimikyu with a Copycat because we can hit hard with the Mimikyu, and that's it. I mean, for 2 energy cards, it's not hard to power up Mimikyu with Malamar. And once our opponent decides to go with something like a Knuckle Impact, we can respond back and we can hit with the Knuckle Impact back. If our opponent strikes us with that Necrozma or Ultra Necrozma or Downwing Necrozma attack, we can simply copy that attack back, you know, and it's not hard to play with this deck. It's really interesting to play with this deck. You're gonna see me watching, you're gonna see me playing this deck, you know, against 2 Ultra Necrozma decks, and you're gonna see how powerful really this is. And also on top of it, you know, just for the situational moments, we can set up with the Brigette turn 1 with it, or we can simply, you know, grab Guzma or any other draw supporter in some sort, in some stage of the game where we're gonna need it. So yeah, 15 Pokemon, 34 training cards, and 11 energies. Let's just quickly go through the item and supporter card list, and then we're gonna move to the game test. So I decided to go with 2 Counter Catchers. It's a very nice card, you know, sometimes it can help us a lot. I decided also to go with 2 Field Blowers, as well with 2 Mystery Treasures, because we were running Psychic Pokemon deck and we can simply use advantage of Mystery Treasure, Psy Energy discardment. 3 Rare Candies, which is very important for this deck, you know, simply because we really want to go from Duskull to Dusknoir. And also 2 copies of Rescue Searcher for Pokemon Research, Recycle, and 1 special charge so we can recycle those Double Course Energy cards back. 4 Ultra Balls and 2 Mystery Treasures is going to be more than enough, as well with 1 copy of Brigette if we need it. I'm also running 3 copies of Choice Band and 3 Float Stones for the free treat and extra damage, and that's pretty much all from the item and tool cards. Supporter list is going to be a little bit different than usual. I'm running 1 copy of Brigette, and as you can see, 3 of each draw supporter cards, 3 Cynthias, 3 Ns, and 3 Professor Sycamores, and in addition to them, I also decided to go with double Guzma. Really no need to play 3 Guzmas because we already have 2 more Counter Catchers on this deck list as well, and 11 energies, which 4 of them are double cores and 7 of them are actually regular Psychic energy cards. And this is the deck list. If you're looking maybe to purchase any of these cards, you can always check them on ccgcastle.com. Link is provided in my video description, so make sure to check that as well. So yeah, we're gonna move to the deck testing so you can actually see this deck in action. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, and once again subscribe to the channel and also follow me on the Twitch. I would really appreciate that, so you can also watch me on the live streams. So let's move to the game test so you can see this deck in action. So see you in the game. Are we ready? I guess we are ready, and everything is set up and ready to go. So let's take a look at that first opening hand. Hopefully I can open the game with the Latios in the active position, you know. So far no basic Pokemon. The same thing on the other side of the field. Ooh, triple rare candy. Imagine Sycamore in the opening hand and you have 3 rare candies in your opening hand. That's just I don't even want to think about. I don't want to even think about what could happen next. Well, okay, there's a Latios. I have 2 Ultra Ball availables. Well, decent opening hand. At least I can grab that Tapu Lele and try to set up with the Brigette, you know. It's really hard to even think about what should I discard. I mean, there is first Tapu Lele, and this Tapu Lele, obviously it's gonna be for that Brigette, so he can expand his bench for a couple more basic Pokemons, a couple more Inkays and the Guzma. Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Dusknoir post rotation, really interesting card because these days we have that Brigette that can actually set up 3 Pokemons on your bench. It's not that powerful. Imagine this card in Expanded versus Zoroark and Execute. I mean, you can put Execute on the bench and 3 damage counters on it and you can simply knock it out. That's a mind-blowing thing. Really, it is. Alright, so 1 Metal Energy attached, and that's it for now. My turn. Oh, are you kidding me? Sycamore top deck? I mean, it's not that bad top deck, to be honest. Brigette priced. Damn it. Damn it. This dude is weak on Psychic, so I'm gonna try to snipe that first knockout here. There's no question about that. And this is gonna be Ultra Ball number 2, which also needs to be for 1 Inkay. The other one is unfortunately priced. And then I'm hoping for that double cores energy pool. Okay, there it is. Not that bad. And yeah, this is a breakthrough for the knockout, and we're gonna put 3 damage counters to the... let me count something. 5 Pokemons, 4 Pokemons in play, 5 Pokemons in play, 150, 180. Yeah, I need to target that Necrozma. Okay, so there we go, 1 prize advantage. Not that bad. Aha, Brigette, right now, Brigette. Right now, Brigette. A little bit too late, I guess. Well, better late than never. That's what I like to say. I don't know if he expected that fast knockout from that Latios. I'm really not sure about that. But it's even better not to put that Tapu Lele on the bench, because it's a 2 prize advantage. For me anyway, without GX Pokemon in play. And my opponent already have triple GX setup, so that's a lot. Oh, this promo Downwing Necrozma actually looks badass. This is the first time that I'm actually looking in this card, and it looks gorgeous. I mean, the full art cards right now, currently, they don't look good. When the full art cards were originally introduced, they looked much better than right now. That's just my opinion. So there is Professor's Letter for my opponent, and he can grab 2 Psychic Energy cards. Alright. With the Ultra Ball or Mystery Treasure, he can discard him out. I think another Inkay is probably gonna fall down. I can already see that coming. And this is definitely not good for my opponent, because he really relies on them, you know. There's a Psychic Recharge. I mean, I can even respond knocking him back with the Copycat. So he decides to invade in the active position and pass the turn. That's good for me. That's actually good for me. There we go. There is a Malamar play. And this needs to be one Psychic Recharge. There we go. And more than that, this is also gonna be Energy Attachment. We're not gonna play that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shuffle back 2 of my Dusknoirs into my deck. And I'm not gonna play that Float Stone yet. It's time for that N. Wow, rare candy play, but nothing else. Not good. Not good if somebody gonna ask me. But still I can break through, you know, and I can try to knock that Inkay out on his bench. Next turn, obviously. I'm gonna have that Mimikyu ready, you know, but the question is how much energies I'm gonna be able to discard to deal 80 more damage. Well, theoretically, if I have 1 more energy on the Mimikyu, I can knock his Necrozma out, and that's just insane. This baby boy actually has weakness on Psychic, so it's gonna be easy to price target sooner or later. Okay, I don't have Drow support. This is actually something that considers me a lot. But still good position for me anyways. I still have that 1 price advantage. And there's a Guzma for Mimikyu, like a 99%. Oh, so he decides to go for the Duskull instead. Okay, I actually like this move. To be honest. This is much better because it's not that I need Duskull in this game. It's not that I need Dusknoir. I can basically win just by the single Mimikyu. And that's a Photo Gazer for like 100. So, it's time to promote that Malamar in the front. Since I have Float Stone available, this is gonna be a quick knockout. I'm gonna play Brigette, so I can set up 2 more Duskulls on the bench. And then I'm gonna use 1 Psychic Recharge. There we go. I can retreat. And I can copy his attack. I'm just looking if I can do maybe anything else. For now, unfortunately, I can't. So Copycat, I can discard 2 energy cards, so I can hit for like 180. I'm taking 2 prize cards, so which means I have only 3 more prize cards to draw. And that's a good thing, because I might be able to pull a double knockout against that Malamar in play, but also I just need to focus this Necrozma. So far, Counter Catcher is not gonna be super effective. But we can snipe, for example, his Inkay with that Dusknoir, and that can be a big thing. I think his best bet is to go with the Moon Eclipse GX. He needs to do that. He definitely needs to do that. And then I can still snipe on the bench, you know. So for me, Guzma top deck is literally the best thing. Oh, so he decided to take the Malamar in the front. Okay, okay. He decided to go for the Malamar. $240. How can I respond knocking him back? Without multi-switch, I can't respond anyways. Okay, at least I can see his hand, you know. Let's see, what he have in his hand. Oh, Ultra Necrozma. Okay, I guess I'm gonna put 3 damage counters on that Necrozma anyways. More than that, he has Cynthia available, I know that. Mr. Treasure, so I can grab that Tapu Lele, and with the Tapu Lele, I think I'm just gonna go with... I'm locking my bench space, that's just not good. But I need energy attachment anyways, so I know that he don't have anything than Cynthia, and I think how I can go with my Cynthia as well. So he can't catch me on the bench, he don't have, you know, Guzma in his hands, so at least that's a good thing. Alright, let's go with the Cynthia play. Nice. Energy attachment. Plus double course energy. Well, this bad boy can hit hard. Mimikyu can also do a lot of problems to my opponent. I'm gonna keep that double course energy for the next turn. Rescue Stretcher for now don't needs to be played. This is just gonna be one breakthrough, and I'm gonna spread 3 more damage counters on that Malamar on the bench. So technically next turn with this Latios in my hand, I can knock out his Malamar on the bench, close the game down to 2 prize cards, and meanwhile I can even try to set up my Mimikyu, for example. Still, my opponent can use advantage of the GX attack, and he really needs to do that. He really needs to do that. For the next turn, I'm gonna evolve for sure other Dusknoirs, so I can have 2 of them available. And if he don't... Oh, so he decides to go with the N. So that N was probably top deck. I didn't see it in his hand. Maybe I saw it, but I don't remember, to be honest. Oh, not good. Whew. That N actually destroys me completely. I had very nice hand, but right now I don't have good hand anymore, so I rely really on the top deck. And good question is, which attack to use? Should he go with the Dark Flash or Moon Eclipse? I think he's probably gonna go with the Moon Eclipse for this turn. Personally, if I'm my opponent and I don't know what my opponent has in his hand, I would go with the Moon Eclipse. He decides to go with the Dark Flash instead. Interesting, interesting. Give me DCE top deck at least. Oh, Malamar top deck. Oh, this is the moment when I'm actually going to lose this game. I can already see that coming. He don't have Metal Energy in his hand. But I need to retreat anyways. I can't allow him to take the knockout against my Tapu Lele. I can try to win this game still. I can try to get something as a top deck, you know. If I had opportunity right now to knock his Malamar out, a whole different story would happen, but I would probably just stick, you know, going with the Mind Jack for the knockout against Necrozma if I manage to pull that double course energy. Still, if I can pull double course energy, I can deal one hit knockout anyways with the Mind Jack, so there's another Dark Flash. Oh, come on, give me the DCE top deck. Seriously, give me the supporter card, give me at least anything that can be good. Oh, not a Psychic Energy. Oh, come on, Psychic Energy. Should I risk by drawing 2 more cards? I think I should. Because I can try to get maybe N. Come on, give me DCE and N. Double colors and N. Oh, Sycamore Psychic Energy. Oh, that's not what I need. If he have Guzma in his hand, obviously game is over. Well, there's an Ultra Ball. Very close matchup. Very close matchup. It's so close that I'm just, you know, relying on that draw support, and that end actually destroys me completely. I had him in my hands, you know, but right now, if I only had that choice band, I would strike him like twice for 60. That would be 120. And with another choice band, I would be able to took 3 prize cards, but it didn't happen. Which means I can close the game down to 1 prize card, but still he needs to miss that metal energy attachment, and there's a beast ring, unfortunately. So that beast ring can actually give him opportunity to take a last prize card, but even with this Necrozma he can do that. So 1 metal and 1 psychic energy, and that's the GG, unfortunately. The best thing I can do, I can, you know, just take the knockout against this one. Yeah, that's it. I mean, Counter Catcher can still bring me chance to win, you know, it really depends. I mean, it can. Counter Catcher can actually still give me the chance to win. So that's 120. What about Ultra Ball? Well, at least I can discard 1 more Pokemon. With that Ultra Ball, well, I have Counter Catcher, I have Double Course Energy. Maybe, but just maybe, you know. Just maybe. Counter Catcher is here, but unfortunately I don't. Okay, I have Field Blower, I mean, yeah. I have that Field Blower at least. And again, what about Mystery Treasure? Nothing. Damn it. Damn it, boys. This looks like a GG to me. He can invade and retreat anyways. Nope. If I just, you know... Nope, nothing I can do. Literally nothing. He can retreat anyways. Yeah, we're gonna use that Tapu Lele GX because we can. And that's it. I mean, it's not that I have something to heal on the bench. Well, unsuccessfully game number 1. But it was close. It was very close. I can't say that it was not close when it was. It was very close. I really missed that. And if I only have that Double Course Energy in my hand, a whole different story would happen, you know. If I managed to pull DCE right now, I mean, technically I could knock him out, could knock that Necrozma out, but he had something like Professor's Letter anyways in his hand, so it wouldn't change things dramatically anyways. He can invade and retreat, you know. I don't know if he didn't realize that yet, but he can definitely do that. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Maybe he just wants to use more energy cards so that attack can be even more powerful. Yeah, there's a couple more Psychic recharges, and there's gonna be knockout. I'm just waiting my opponent so I can see that statistic after the game. So with 4 energy cards, 8 times 320, 340. Yeah, that's a lot. Enough for the knockout against 2 Tapu Leles. Okay, so 420 compared to my opponent. Oh, 1160. Alright, let's move to game number 2. Oh, Formula 1 man. Who's gonna start first? Looks like my opponent. And what should I say about this opening hand? Well, it looks decent to me, to be honest. It looks decent to me. I mean, I have opportunity to use Brigette at my turn 1, so it's not that bad. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. The only okay, so this is the downwing Necrozma and 1 Tapu Lele for my opponent. So this is probably gonna be for that Brigette anyways. And again, identical deck on the other side. Hopefully in the game number 2 I can prove... Oh, nothing? Seriously? Okay. So he missed opportunity like I do in the game number 1 for that Brigette. And that was 1 Sycamore for 7, so 1 Malamar and Guzma discard. It's very important to see that those Guzmas in my opponent discard pile, really it is. And there is 1 more Inkay for his bench. That Beast Energy has been attached. We're gonna go with something like an Ultra Ball, and I'm gonna discard these 2 cards. I'm looking for that Tapu Lele and Brigette play. Well, this time it's not prized. That's a good thing. What do I need here? I need 2 Duskulls and 1 more Inkay. I would love to go with Mimikyu actually. If he knocks me out, I can respond knocking him back with my Mimikyu, so that can be potentially a good turn. And that's gonna be it for now. Alright, not that bad at all. Mimikyu waiting on the bench with 1 energy. It can basically hit for like 120 and respond to the knockout with on his downwing Necrozma. If I'm gonna have Choice Band, that means that I'm gonna be able to hit for 150, and then I can snipe on the bench this downwing or even in the active position with my Latios. So that's a very important thing to know. And that's the Ultra Ball, so it's for the first Malamar as well. Alright, it's for the first Malamar, so he can use definitely that Psychic Recharge. He can use Invasion to stand in, so there's not too many problems for my opponent. There we go. And 1 Ultra Ball, and this Ultra Ball might be for another Malamar, I wouldn't be surprised. Who knows what is the last card in his hand? I would love to see N. So I can refresh my hand to 6 cards and then start over from there. No, he decided to go for a Rangru. Okie dokie. And then he can instruct. Oh, if he missed opportunity to attack this turn, this might be a big problem for my opponent. And I wish I can top deck something like, I don't know, Dusknoir. Oh, that would be amazing. No, he get that Cynthia, so he can refresh his hand. Still, he needs to find, either way, energy attachment from his hand. Oh, Pearl City. Okay, I can discard that Tapu Lele from play, but I really missed that Field Blower play. I just discarded from my hand, you know, so, oh, it's gonna be hard to play against that Pearl City. I can already see that. So he decided to pass the turn, and the top deck is just a Latios. Alright, let's go with the Cynthia. Fresh hand, 6 new cards, not too many things for me, not too many. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with that Hypnosis. If he misheads on the coin flip, he didn't. Since I'm running only 1 Dusclops, no need to play that Ultra Ball. And there we go. Right now we're gonna see that end play. At least I can refresh my hand. I definitely need that Field Blower play. Okay, there it is. So finally something good and useful. Oh, interesting. He decided to retreat so he can charge that Necrozma on his bench. And then he can hit for, like, you know, 120 plus 30 for the Beast Energy. It's gonna be 150 hit. Okay, I have Mimikyu ready to respond, hitting my opponent as well. yeah, this is gonna be a good turn for me anyways. I mean, I can technically even knock him out with the rare candy combo. I can go for like 180. So who knows, everything is possible, everything can still happen here. I can even go up for 180. So I think I'm just gonna promote this Duskull in the front. Okay, then I'm gonna play Field Blower, obviously. Oh yeah, that's a mistake. Never mind anyways. Let's go with the Rescue Stretcher, so I can put a Pokemon from my discard pile back onto my bench. I can use that Psychic Recharge for my Mimikyu. I can even go for the Latios. I know that I have one more Rescue Stretcher available. And I'm also gonna need that Latios. And then I'm gonna play Sycamore for 7. Well, there is a rare candy combo. This dude actually have True Retreat. Well, I could knock him out on this turn, but hey, it is how it is. I missed that opportunity. I mean, I can hit for 151 of his Malamars on the bench, but I think for now I'm just good. I'm gonna go with a Copycat anyways and hit him for 150. There it is, 150. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel comfortable because if I just promoted Mimikyu in the front instead of the Dusknoir, I would have that knockout for like 180, which would be very surprising for my opponent. And I would also have that Mimikyu for the maybe respawn knockout against that Necrozma. Okay, that was a mistake. Not calculated, but it is how it is. He's gonna take 1 prize, and then he's gonna go down to 4 prize cards with that Dark Flash. And yeah, I mean, again, I'm searching for the double Course Energy, you know. I'm looking for that double Course Energy. What's gonna happen if I don't get it? It's definitely not gonna be good. I don't even know what should I promote to the active position. I think I'm gonna go with the Latias all night long. I mean, I simply need to do that. And this is gonna be one Counter Catcher play. And this is gonna be one end play as well. If I miss DCE, oh, I didn't, luckily. Whew, a very important thing. Well, I can use Mystery Treasure for Ultra Ball. I can grab myself another Dusknoir and play with the rare candy as well. Very, very important thing. I can use one Psychic Recharge, and that's a very important Psychic Recharge as well. And that's gonna be 60 and knockout against that Necrozma on the bench. And it's very important to see 60 on that Malamar, because sooner or later this is gonna be maybe triple knockout, you know. But if it's not gonna be triple knockout, it's gonna be knockout snipe on the bench. And also he needs to find a Float Stone in order to retreat, and he already used 2 Float Stones, you know. So yeah, okay, game number 2 much smoother and better for me in this situation. Next turn, I mean, I'm gonna have another, you know, Dusknoir ready. And there's a Rescue Stretcher, which needs to be for that Invasion and Necrozma. There's just no doubt about it. Let's take a look at the Dusknoir. Mind Jack, this attack does 30 more damage for each of your opponent benched Pokemon. So technically it's gonna be 180. And this Necrozma will fall down like just like that. So there is Professor Sycamore for 7, which is good because there's no sign of the catcher, you know, of the Guzma from my opponent's side of the field. I definitely need that Float Stone, and I'm wondering where are my Float Stones. For the next turn, I'm gonna go with the Sycamore for 7, obviously, just because I need to pull that. I need to pull that knockout, and I need to find that Float Stone. So it's gonna be very important. But also Rescue Stretcher, for example, to have 2 Malamars on the bench wouldn't be bad at all. I have also Counter Catcher available just in case if I want to snap something on my opponent bench. That's also important to know. We're not gonna take a risk. We're gonna put that Inkay in the front. Very nice top deck, Float Stone. I couldn't ask for more. Well, if I can end my opponent to only 3 cards, that's a good way to start. And I'm actually gonna do that, since I have the Psychic Energy available in my hand. I think it's fair enough to play that in. And there's even Latios, and a Double Course Energy, and a Guzma. So I'm gonna go from there. This is gonna be a 1-hit knockout with the Mind Jack. It's actually 180. And I can go down to 2 prize cards. I end my opponent to only 2 cards. He needs to promote something in the front. He also needs that Metal Energy in order to attack with his Ultra Necrozma. And that looks like a GG, my friends. So he decides to go with the Oranguru. I have Guzma for the next turn, which means I'm gonna have that probably 1-hit knockout against that Tapu Lele. But if it's not, then I'm gonna go with the Latios play, and I'm gonna try to set up, you know, double hit knockout against. I'm still in a much better position, you know. Even if he can take out this Dusknoir this turn, I'm gonna have Double Course Energy and Psychic Recharge for the next turn. So it's gonna be good for me anyways. Which means that I'm probably gonna Guzma his Malamar, and I will try to find that, you know, Rescue Stretcher play for another Latios Double Course Energy. Hopefully that's not gonna be missed from my side of the field. Alright, so with 2 Psychic Energies, he can simply hit for enough, but he can't retreat. It's a well-played game, just because I can knock out his Tapu Lele and take, you know, last 2 prize cards, and that's it. That's a victory. That's a victory. Very important victory with this Rouge deck. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this deck. Obviously, MVP in this match was Dusknoir. What a nice play. Oh, that's a GG.